The 2004 UEFA Champions League final was contested on the 26th of May to decide the winner of the 2003-04 European campaign. French Ligue 1 side AS Monaco faced Portuguese PrimeIra Liga side FC Porto at the Arena AufSchalke in Gelsenkirchen, Germany. It was an interesting matchup as both teams were considered underdogs in the competition before reaching the knockout stages. The sides were also managed by young up-and-coming managers, with Monaco boasting France legend and World Cup winner Didier Deschamps, and Porto being led by promising Portuguese José Mourinho, who had been an assistant to former manager and football legend Sir Bobby Robson, both at Porto and Barcelona respectively. Monaco had never won a European Cup in their entire existence, while Porto's last triumph in the competition had been in 1987, although they had tested European success, the UEFA Cup, now known as the Europa League trophy, in the season prior. Porto, who had also won both the PrimeIra Liga and Taça de Portugal domestically in the 2002-03 season, were the only side from Portugal to qualify for the UCL group stages. The Dragões were drawn in Group F alongside La Liga giants Real Madrid, French club Olympique Marseille, and Serbian club FK Partizan. Porto managed to qualify second to Real in the group and drew Premier League hotshots Manchester United in the round of 16. A 2-1 home win followed by a dramatic late equalizer away at Old Trafford saw Porto dramatically eliminate United 3-2 on aggregate to advance to the quarterfinals. At this stage, they would play another French side in Olympique Lyon, winning 2-0 at home and drawing 2-2 in France, ultimately advancing on a 4-2 aggregate scoreline. In the semis, Porto played Spanish side Deportivo La Coruña, dumping them out 1-0 on aggregate to book a final meeting with Monaco. On the huge night, Porto manager Mourinho set up his team in a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-1-3-2, depending on how you interpret it, with two midfielders and a defensive mid complementing a free-roaming number 10 playing behind two forwards. Porto would cruise to a 3-0 win, with Monaco failing to register a single shot on target. So, without further delay, welcome to Football Attitude's What Happened to Every Pro, FC Porto's 2004 Champions League winning 11. Goalkeeper Vitor Bahia. The oldest member of the squad at the time, aged 35, Bahia joined Porto's youth ranks at 13 years old in 1983. The shotstopper would then join Barcelona in 1996, where he won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Supercopa de España in the 2 seasons he spent in Catalonia. In 1999, Bahia would return back home to Porto, where he would spend 8 years of his playing career. In the 2003-04 Champions League campaign, Bahia played all matches and minutes as Porto went on to win the trophy and consequently was selected as the UEFA Best Goalkeeper of the Year for his performances. Bahia retired aged 38 in 2007, having won 27 honours with Porto, including 10 PrimeIra Liga titles. Now in his early 50s, he represents his beloved Porto in an ambassadorial role. The former number 1 also set up the Vitor Bahia Foundation in 2004, a charity that has aimed in supporting social solidarity by giving motivational and playing equipment to children's hospitals in Portugal. Right back, Paulo Ferreira. Born in Lisbon, Ferreira started his career in 1999 in the second division with Estoril Praia. The right-back signed for Porto in the summer of 2002 under manager Mourinho, who converted him from a right midfielder to a right-back. Ferreira stayed at Porto for 2 seasons, winning the Ligue, the UEFA Cup and the Taça de Portugal. He would add the Champions League trophy to his CV after the victory in Germany and would eventually follow Mourinho to English club Chelsea the following season. While at Chelsea, Ferreira won 3 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and another Champions League in 9 years. He retired in 2013 and was employed as an ambassador and loan player technical coach at Chelsea until he departed the club in March 2022. Centre-half, Jorge Costa. A Porto native, Costa spent most of his professional career with the Dragões, coupled with 1-season loan spells at FC Penafiel and Maritimo, both in Portugal, and Charlton Athletic in England. Nicknamed Bicho, which translates to animal in Portuguese due to his aggressive and physical playing style, Costa was the captain of the Porto side when they lifted the UCL trophy on that special night in May 2004. He also played for Belgian club Standard Liège before retiring and delving into coaching, taking charge of several clubs including SC Braga, Olhanense, Academica, and the Gabonese national team. At 50, Jorge Costa's last coaching job was at Tunisian club Sfaxien, where he was dismissed in April 2022. Centre-half, Ricardo Carvalho. Carvalho began his senior career with Porto in 1997, and between 1999 and 2001, he had enjoyed loan spells at other Portuguese clubs for experience and development. After returning to Porto, his performances would help Porto win and retain the league at the end of the 2003-04 season, together with the Champions League trophy. Carvalho played all the matches in that UCL campaign, and his defensive brilliance earned him the UEFA Best Defender of the Year award, plus a spot in the Team of the Year. After his success in Portugal, Carvalho joined Paulo Ferreira and Mourinho at Chelsea, where he would go on to win 7 trophies. The defender also played for Real Madrid, Monaco, and Chinese Super League side Shanghai SIPG, where he retired in 2017 and ventured into coaching. At 44, Ricardo Carvalho's recent job was the assistant coach to Portuguese manager André Villas-Boas at French club Marseille from 2019 to 2021. Left back, Nuno Valente. Valente joined the Sporting CP Youth Academy aged 11 and would represent the senior side from 1993 to 1999. First playing under Mourinho at Udi Leiria, Valente would get signed by the manager then at Porto, where he would still prove a reliable asset to the special one. The left-back later played for Everton in the English Premier League, ultimately retiring in 2009 and being appointed Everton's official scout in Portugal. After 1 year, he returned to boyhood club Sporting and joined then-manager Paulo Sergio's coaching staff. Valente's coaching experience would land him a head managerial role at Portuguese club CD Trofense in October 2017, but would get sacked 2 months later after underwhelming performances. He is currently 47 and still yet to manage another club. Defensive midfielder, Costinha. Costinha started playing in 1993 for a couple of Portuguese clubs in the lower divisions before joining Nacional, where he would call home for 4 seasons. In 1997, Costinha caught the attention of French club AS Monaco and quickly became an important first-team player, helping them win the 1999-2000 Ligue 1 title. In 2001, he joined Porto, and in their famous Champions League winning season, he scored one of the most important goals to draw in the 90th minute away at Old Trafford and eliminate Man United in the round of 16. The defensive mid later played for Atletico Madrid in Spain and Atalanta in Italy, where he retired in 2010 due to recurring injuries. Shortly after hanging his boots, he was appointed Sporting's director of football but would be dismissed a year later, which prompted him to get into coaching in 2013 with a host of Portuguese clubs on his CV. At 47, Costinha's last managerial job was at Portuguese second division club Nacional, where he left in September 2021 due to poor performances. Midfielder, Pedro Mendes. Mendes began playing professionally in 1998 with hometown club Vitória Guimarães for 4 seasons before joining Porto in 2003. He played 1 season at Porto, winning the Portuguese Super Cup, the PrimeIra Liga, and the Champions League trophy, making 26 appearances before signing with English club Tottenham Hotspur in 2004. The midfielder later played for Portsmouth and Scottish Giants Rangers before returning to Portugal with Sporting and boyhood club Vitória Guimarães in 2011. The following year, Mendes would retire and at 43 is currently a football agent with M&M Sports Management, a football agency that represents players like Sporting's Paulinho and SC Braga's Al Musrati. Midfielder, Maniche. Born in Lisbon, Maniche played youth football at Benfica's academy, where he was initially a winger. He signed with Mourinho's Porto in 2002, where the manager converted him into a central midfielder. A key member of the squad, Maniche enjoyed both domestic and European success until 2005, when he was acquired by Russian club Dinamo Moscow. Dinamo then loaned him to Chelsea under Mourinho, but the Portuguese found it difficult with competition from Michael Essien, Frank Lampard, and Claude Makelele in central midfield. He later played for Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan before retiring in 2011 after a short spell with Sporting. In 2013, Maniche was appointed assistant coach to former Porto teammate Costinha at Portuguese club Paços de Ferreira, with the two linking up again at Académica. He left his role at Académica mutually in 2016, and currently in his mid-40s, Maniche is a FIFA and UEFA ambassador while occasionally doing punditry for league games in Portugal. Attacking midfielder, Deco. The Brazilian-born Portuguese midfielder spent time in Brazil with Corinthians in his youth. In 1999, Porto signed the playmaker, and later under the guidance of Mourinho, Deco was given the role of dictating and coordinating the squad. As one of the key members of the team, Deco helped Porto retain the Portuguese League title together with the Champions League trophy by scoring the second goal in the 3-0 victory. After the UCL success, he joined Spanish giants Barcelona in a swap deal that saw young Portuguese talent Ricardo Quaresma join Porto in 2004. Known for his versatility, tactical intelligence, as well as technical ability and excellent vision, Deco, playing with the likes of Ronaldinho, Iniesta, Xavi, and a young Messi, won 5 trophies at Barca, including another Champions League trophy in the 4 seasons. He would later play for Chelsea, winning the FA Cup twice, together with the Premier League, before joining Brazilian club Fluminense, where he hung up his boots in 2013. At 44, Deco is an ambassador for the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation and is also the founder and CEO of D20, a sporting agency that educates and manages young and ambitious footballers. Forward, Carlos Alberto. Born in Rio, Brazil, Carlos Alberto started playing for Fluminense in 2002, where he won the Campeonato Carioca. In 2004, Mourinho would bring the young striker to Porto halfway through the season in January. At the end of the season, Porto won the Domestic League and the Champions League, with Alberto scoring the first goal in the final to defeat Monaco. The Brazilian later played for German Bundesliga club Werder Bremen and a host of other Brazilian sides before he retired in 2019. At 37, Carlos Alberto's current endeavors are unclear, but according to some sources, he does punditry for football matches in his home country of Brazil. Forward, Rahee. Vanderlei Silva began his career in the lower leagues of Brazilian football, and in 2002, the striker followed Mourinho to Porto from fellow Portuguese side União Leiria. After his successes with Porto, Rahee joined Russian side Dinamo Moscow in 2005. A loan move back to Portugal with Benfica would turn out to be a disappointment, with the striker leaving to sign for rival Sporting, where he ended up winning 3 trophies. From 2009 to 2010, Rahee would have short spells at Brazilian clubs Vitória and Madureira before finally retiring. At 47 years old, we still don't know what Rahee is up to, as his current ventures remain unknown. Substitutes. Forward, Benny McCarthy. The South African started playing professionally with local club Seven Stars, now known as Ajax Cape Town, before joining parent club Ajax in the Netherlands. Regarded as one of the best African players of the late 90s and early 2000s, McCarthy joined Porto in 2002 from La Liga side Celta Vigo. He would be instrumental for the Dragões in the Champions League winning run, scoring 2 goals against Man United. McCarthy would later play for Premier League clubs Blackburn Rovers and West Ham, respectively. The striker retired in 2013 with South African giants Orlando Pirates and decided to venture into coaching. Now in his mid-40s, Benny McCarthy's last coaching job was at South African club Amazulu FC, where he left in March 2022. Forward, Edgaras Jankauskas. The Lithuanian striker started out at FK Žalgiris' youth ranks aged 16 in 1991. In 2000, Jankauskas became the most expensive Lithuanian player of all time when he moved to La Liga's Real Sociedad for €2.4 million. Joining Porto in 2002, the striker wasn't a regular starter but always did enough and played his part when called upon. His CV includes playing for Hearts in Scotland, Belenenses in Portugal, and New England Revolution in the United States MLS. Retiring in 2010 and delving into coaching, the 47-year-old's last job was in 2018, managing the Lithuanian national team. Midfielder, Dmitry Alenishev. Playing for both Russian rivals Lokomotiv and Spartak Moscow in the 90s, Alenishev would win 6 domestic cups in his homeland before joining Italian side AS Roma, where he underperformed. The Russian midfielder signed for Porto in 2000 and always played his part when called upon. In the 2004 Champions League final, Alenishev scored the second goal after replacing Brazilian striker Carlos Alberto. Upon retiring, he decided to go into management, with Russian clubs Arsenal Tula and Spartak Moscow as his first 2 employers. At 49, Dmitry Alenishev is yet to manage a new club, with FC Yenisei in Russia being his last job in 2019. Midfielder, Pedro Emanuel. Born in Luanda, Angola, the midfielder started out in the early 90s playing in the Portuguese secondary leagues. Top-flight side Boa Vista would sign Emanuel, and after 7 years and 154 appearances, Porto acquired his services. Emmanuel would represent the Dragoesh until his retirement in 2009. Delving into management, the former midfielder was appointed Porto's assistant coach in 2010 under head coach Andre Villas-Boas. He would then serve as head coach at Académica and Arouca, both in Portugal, and Almeria in Spain. At 47, Pedro Emmanuel is currently the manager of Al Khalij in the Saudi Professional League, having been appointed recently in July 2022. Defender Jose Bosingwa. The right-back was born in Zaire, Congo, but moved to Portugal at a very young age, ultimately joining Boavista's youth academy in his teens. Bosingwa was signed by Porto in 2003 and would become first choice after Paulo Ferreira's departure to Chelsea in 2004. 4 years later, the defender also signed for Chelsea, going on to win 2 FA Cups and another Champions League trophy, this time as a starter in 2012. The defender would later play for Queen's Park Rangers in England and Trabzonspor in Turkey, where he retired in 2016. At 39, Jose Bosingwa lives a quiet life as his current ventures are unknown. Defender Ricardo Costa. Another product of the Boavista Youth Academy, Costa joined Porto in 2002. The centre-half was never a starter given the defensive talent Porto boasted during his time in Portugal. He would eventually leave and join German side Wolfsburg in 2007, finally getting to enjoy first-team opportunities on the way to winning the Bundesliga. Some of the clubs he eventually played for include Valencia in Spain, Lausanne in Switzerland, and Portuguese club Boavista, his boyhood club where he retired in 2020. At 41, Ricardo Costa's last job was sporting director at Boavista before his resignation in January 2021. Goalkeeper Nuno Espirito Santo. Born in the Central African island of São Tomé and Príncipe, Nuno would start his career at Vitória SC in Portugal. Being the first client of super agent Jorge Mendes, he played for Deportivo La Coruña from 1997 to 2002 before joining Porto under Mourinho. The shortstopper usually played deputy to Vitor Bahia during his time with the Dragoesh. After retiring in 2010, Nuno became a goalkeeping coach at Malaga in Spain before Portuguese club Rio Ave appointed him as their head coach. The former goalkeeper then managed at Valencia in Spain and Porto to little success before then English Championship club Wolves appointed him in 2017. He would oversee the promotion of Wolves back to the Premier League in 2018, which later earned him the head managerial role at Tottenham Hotspur in June 2021. He would be unfortunately sacked by Spurs in November following a run of poor results. Currently at 48, Nuno was recently appointed to lead Al Ittihad in the Saudi Professional League, signing for the club in July 2022.